What are you doing in here, Belinda? We're all sat on that coach for Wilmslow out there, you know. Thought you were only coming in for a call of nature.
It's only a schooner of wing harness. I've got you want to know. It's not even alcoholic.
That's not the point, is it? I mean, Mr. Presley's got the engine running out there.
I'm not sure I want to go on a weekend away anyway. I don't think I can manage another stay in a hell farm. Last time, my stomach thought my throat had been cut.
Yes, but if you want to get into that junior Miss frock again, you're going to have to grin and bear it, dear. I mean, look at you. Every time you bend over, your hat shoots off.
Well, that's nice, I must say. What's for dinner tonight, one wonders. What have we got to look forward to? 3 strands of watercress and a prune?
Stick with it, love. You'll come up prompts.
That'll be the prunes. Last time I spent so much time on the loo that they charged me ground rent.
Oh, for pity's sake, Belinda. Just visualise yourself getting into that bikini of yours.
The other thing I want to visualise is myself getting into a steak and kidney pudding. Listen to that. Huh? There's more gas in me than the North Sea. I don't know why we want to be slim and attractive anyway at our age. My bird's past it now. The only time he gets a gleam in his eye was when we get sparks off the electric blanket. He hasn't performed since Dunkirk. He says it makes a shrapnel move.
Well, you do have a point, love. I mean, my Leonard is on that Viagra now, you know. Yeah, it says it gives him a lift.
Oh, fancy. Can he get it over the counter?
Yes, if he takes 2.
Oh, you are awful.
But I like you.
Well, a very good evening to each and every one of you joining us for this week's episode of Your Manchester. I'm here with our very, very lovely Mr. Mark Llewellyn. How are you?
I'm very well, my love.
We've had a very busy day. It's been non-stop. Now, on today's show, we are going to be talking with the very lovely Stephen Home, a.k.a. Simon Gregson, and his wife, Emma Gregory. They've opened a fantastic new tea rooms. Also on today's show, it's the first ever Challenge Belinda, and apparently I'm blindfolded for this one. Yes. Now, our Ollie was sent in on a few little occurrences today, yes, and this time he's been at the Colour Festival. There's also an announcement of a brand new original series that's going to feature on our show, and that's going to be going for around about the next 6 weeks as well. It's all going on. Don't move a muscle, stay tuned. This is how your show's looking. So here we are, Morley Tearooms.
Morley Tearooms.
Where can we find this place?
This is in Wilmslow, so it's just after the airport tunnels, and it's just before you get into the centre of Wilmslow, so it's about 2 minutes from Wilmslow, right near Manchester Airport.
Bit of a change of pace for you, is it not?
Massively. Yeah, no idea why I did it.
Tick, sorry.
Oh, what was it?
It was a tick.
How long have you two been together for then?
18 years.
18 years.
18 years, yeah. You get less for murder, don't you?
You bloody do. Well, I tell you, it nearly happened a few times.
You get a tea rooms, that's what the good thing is.
Yes.
Why are tea rooms of all things?
Do you know what? It's always been like a little girl's dream of mine to have my own little tea rooms, to have my, to play shop for a little bit. And then this came up, didn't it? And then I just said, Simon, something's come up and I just think I'm going to go for it. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And I've done it, never looked back. I absolutely love it, I do.
But the hours that you must be putting in.
Yeah, I'm putting in a hell of a lot of hours at the minute, a lot of baking, but I'm still loving it. And I will, get extra staff and things like that, but I'm enjoying building it up from it being quite quiet to being crazy busy.
So Simon was saying that the cakes that you serve here are all made by you.
I make all my own cakes, my own scones, trying to keep it into like a homemade meal. We've got little china cups that we serve the tea in, bone china. It's kind of old school.
Because a lot of tea rooms, they would go the obvious route of popping down to Costco, wouldn't they? And getting everything there. Why for you is it so important to do the homemade route?
Probably when I was younger, me and my grandma used to go to all these little tea rooms, and we used to come in this actual tea room before I took it over. Right. So, and she used to say that tea tasted so much better in China. So I just like all the old-fashioned.
Not the country.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Stupid. Stupid.
But we, when we're out, we'll go to these, big chains of like little coffee shop, restaurant kind of things. And after you've had homemade food, and you taste that, you're like, what is this?
Yeah. Do you do scones here?
We do.
Now, for you, does the cream go on first? Let's ask you first of all, cream, then jam, or jam, then cream?
Cream then jam.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
No, it's jam then cream.
Yes, I'm with Emma.
No, you see, I'm Simon.
No, because if you put the cream, if you put the jam on the cream, it'll swash the cream.
Exactly, it's hard
So when
to
you do
butter
my
jam
Victoria
on.
sponge, the jam goes on first, and then it's
Yeah,
the cream.
Victoria sponge jam first, yeah.
But the reason for that is if you do it the other way around, then it'll squash it
Yeah.
because the jam will push the cream down.
And you told us the
No,
Victoria
you gotta
sponge
put
is your favourite, so you're contradicting yourself
Well,
already.
see, the thing is, if you get yourself a well-known brand of biscuit
Yeah.
and you put cream cheese on it and strawberry jam,
Yeah.
you'd swear you were eating cheesecake.
So is this the start of an empire for you then?
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. It's going really well.
It's going really well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We were surprised when we rocked up to see so many cars and so many
Couldn't get
people
in.
going in. Couldn't get in. So walk-ins then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come and enjoy it.
Unless you're having afternoon tea, and then you can actually book a table for that because we do
Okay.
afternoon teas as well.
So what afternoon teas do you do then? Describe your afternoon
So
tea
we
to
do
us.
finger sandwiches, scone with clotted cream and jam,
Yeah.
some sausage rolls, and my own made cakes. All served
I think
with
we'll be
China tea.
booking.
I think we'll book.
Yes.
Imagine that, yeah.
My dad helps me out here.
Right.
My mum helps me out. My grandma helps me out. It's like a little bit of a family thing, and it's like where everyone can come together and kind of like help build me up,
Yep.
build it up.
Yeah.
Superb.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time
Thank you.
today. Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming down.
Thank you.
I know. I couldn't believe it myself.
No,
Honestly, I was shocked.
really.
Belinda! Mark!
Yes.
Hello, I'm here.
How are you?
I've arrived.
You are?
In the bar.
Yes.
With a cocktail shaker.
Are you shaking it?
Oh.
Listen,
Yes, right.
you're here because
Because we've got you
Yes.
your first episode of Challenge Belinda, which
Yes.
is in 2 parts over the show tonight.
Yes.
We
Right.
got you blindfolded
You got me blindfolded.
and tasting several different single ingredients for this part.
Oh.
Let's just say it went very interesting. Take a look at this.
So I'm here for a food challenge, apparently. Now, I have no clue what this is, and it's feeling very, very uneasy. I don't know what's in front of me. I don't know what's going to be forced upon in my mouth, but, you know, I'm sure it'll be fine and dandy. Okay.
Well, Belinda, fancy seeing you here.
I'm glad you can see me.
How are you doing? I'm here.
I won't poke you in the
I'm
eye.
here.
Yes, very good, thank you.
Now, I've invited you here today.
Have you?
Yes, I
All
have.
right.
You to your own bar.
Thank you.
Because you're here to face a different challenge today. I'm going to give you 3 different foods or drinks.
Someone
or
just
both.
drip on my nose then.
And you're going to have to guess
Yes.
what food, drink, or both I am giving you. There's going to be single ingredients. You will be facing a forfeit if you don't get 2 out of 3 of these foods correct in round 1.
Oh. Now, normally I'm very, very good with food. I can honestly, looking at me, you can see there's not many things faze me when it comes to eating. So I think I'll be absolutely fine. However, recognising food, this might be a challenge and actually might be a very good thing because, to be honest with you, I don't really look at food much these days. It just goes in my mouth and chewed and it's done with.
When was the last time you were blindfolded?
Where's he gone? He's gone. I can hear him creeping up. Mincing up around me.
Belinda!
Oh, you Oh, yes.
I've arrived with 3 different foods. Mm-hmm. We're going to start with 1 drink, okay?
Yes.
You're going to have to tell me what brand of drink this is.
Okay.
Okay, hands out for me. Approach the chalice. Okay, you are now holding it.
I'm holding a dirty,
With
dusty
this
glass.
hand, you can feel the top of the drink.
Oh, it's there.
What you tasted? What senses?
I've got
senses-
oranges.
Okay, oranges.
Is it orangina?
I'm afraid it's not orangina, but I'll give you another chance. You probably won't get this one.
Is it? No, it's not. I was going to say Mountain Dew, but it's not Mountain Dew. Or is it Mountain Dew? Is it Mountain Dew?
Is it Mountain Dew? Well, Belinda, that's 1 out of 3 guessed correctly.
Get in. I was going to give up on that as well because it's normally that's the sugar-free variety, though, isn't it?
I shouldn't have given you the second guess, should I?
Now, I recognise Mountain Dew because the husband, he lives on Mountain Dew, and I went off it ages ago because I didn't like the taste of it, but it's a taste that's always stayed with me because it's always really, really sweet. It's like liquid sugar. So I remembered it as soon as I had a little bit of a taste of it.
Embrace the bowl. And now, with this hand, you can feel a spoon in the bowl.
No.
I wouldn't put your hand in the bowl.
For the rice pudding. Oh, it's not rice pudding. Do I have to taste it?
You do, yes.
But I can smell it. It doesn't smell right.
You've got to taste it and then tell me what product
Would it normally be served cold?
It could be served cold or warm. I've not tried, but it's edible.
Can I have that hint, please?
Yes, well, this product right here that you're tasting and you've got all over your hands would often be served with meat. Or other products.
Well, it's got onions in it. Has it?
It doesn't look like it to me, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, it's definitely better hot. Is that like minced onion sort of soup or something like that?
Is that your final guess? I will give you one more.
Is that not the right guess then?
It's not the right guess, no.
Am I on the right tracks though? I reckon
that noise, that'll summarise it for you.
No, I haven't got a clue.
Okay, it's red pesto.
That's not pesto.
It is, smell it. You can tell, that's where you recognise the smell from. I mean, I'm certainly not having any myself, I'll tell you that
No,
much.
I think you should. If you don't do it, I'll know. Ooh, red pesto.
I do see what you mean now. It's not necessarily a delicacy, is it?
Red pesto is just the most minging thing on the planet. I don't understand why we've got a red pesto. We should just stick with the green pesto. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot more flavourable. Abolish red pesto, keep green pesto.
Have a taste and tell me what it is that you're thinking.
It's a leaf.
Okay.
Do I have to taste it?
You do, yes. You've got that, yes.
Seaweed.
Do you want another guess?
No, is that not the right one? I think that's seaweed.
You're fine, you got it right.
Come on.
Goodness me.
It's really nice. It's like the stuff you put in sushi. It's crispy seaweed.
Do you want some pesto on there?
Oh, I do not want pesto on there at all. Right, so that's that one done. Now, I'll let you into a little secret when it comes to the seaweed. I had a little feel of it, and I knew it was something crispy. So then, when I got it near my nose, I could smell the salt, and it smelled like sea salt. So then I put 2 and 2 together, and I thought, oh, that's got to be seaweed.
You do have one more round.
Yeah.
Now, this next round,
Yeah.
we are going to be playing later in tonight's show. This round will have 2 ingredients that will be mixed together. You must guess both of the single ingredients correct 2 out of 3 times
That's craziness.
to avoid the forfeit.
Oh, drama. I know it's supposed to be a challenge, but look at me. It's more like tapas. No, we're going to talk about somebody really, that to me was an absolute legend and icon. Who are we talking about?
Les Dawson.
Les Dawson.
Yes, from Collyhurst. Yes,
From Collyhurst. Yes, did I scratch you then? Watch these.
No,
They're
it's
dangerous.
fine, it's
Okay.
all right. Les, as a young child, found he was good at writing, good at words.
Right.
Which you kind of saw that in his
He was
work
good with
later on.
words,
He was very good.
yeah.
But he got bullied a bit for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Left school at 12, went to work in the co-op.
Right.
Tried his hand at being a reporter at the Bury Times. He played the piano in the officers' mess when he was in the army in Germany.
Right.
And that's how he kind of started.
Yeah.
And I think to play the piano badly, which was part of the act, you've got to do it well.
You've got to be able to do it well so you
and
can
you've got-
muck it up.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the big shows, didn't he? He got the blankety blank.
He did eventually. He did. Well, he hosted Opportunity Knocks
Yeah.
actually for a while. But his first thing was Yorkshire Television started 1969. And they signed him up to do Says Les, which was his first series.
Yeah. And some memorable people on there. Not, of course, forgetting Sissy and Ada.
Sissy and
How
Ada.
was that born? Where did that come from?
So Brian Murphy of George and Mildred was brought in to do sketches with Les. And Les didn't like rehearsing.
Okay.
Brian did.
I don't like rehearsing.
No, I've noticed that. So Brian left the series.
Yeah.
Roy Barraclough was in the canteen at Yorkshire Television having lunch with Diana Dawes.
As you do.
As you do. And he was approached by producers to say, we need someone to do sketches. Will you record an episode tomorrow night? So he did. He stuck with Les for over 25 years. And when the audience were in the studio watching, the recordings, while they were changing the scenery and the cameras, Les and Roy used to entertain the studio audience by taking off variety stars that they loved.
You're holding Bobby, that's no problem. That's no problem.
Say that again.
Yeah. Well, it was sad, really. Roy was doing a tour of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
He left Coronation Street, and they had agreed to Bring Back Sissy and Ada in a sitcom.
Right.
And they were due to have a meeting 2 days' time after Les had been to see the opening night of Sherlock Holmes. And the next day, Les went for medical checkups in Manchester, and he died in the hospital. Wow. Simple as that.
And what's his legacy then?
Well, I think you watch the Sissy. I mean, you've only got to say to people, Sissy and Ada playing the piano badly, and that sort of gurning thing, and you know him, don't you? And like you kind of smile because we remember that heritage, don't we? So I think there's that. There's also that he was an actor. He was great panto dame, of course, and I think Roy and Les with Sissy and Ada are some of our greatest drag performers.
Absolutely.
Well, Barman Ollie, what are you doing there? She's going to pop your cork.
Well, you see, no one's poured me a drink, so I'm just going to have to pour one myself. That's how it works around here, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Bell's Bar, where's the service, eh?
Not known for it.
Did you pour yourself that drink?
No, I didn't actually.
Not fresh from Sainsbury's?
No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not. It's from Bell's Bar.
What's it called? A winkled Costkin?
It's a winkled... It's not called a winkled Costkin, no. Oliver, now.
Is this drinkable?
Probably not, no. What have you been up to this week?
Well, I've been up to quite a lot this week. Now, the first thing that I did was I headed actually down the road to Regent Retail Park as I went to have a visit at the Colours Festival Manchester. I had an interview with the curator of the whole exhibition called Combo. And then I went around, and you know what I get up to when I'm going around, and I went around this Colours Festival.
Well, we dread to think, but let's have a look.
Guess who's back? Back again. Oh yes, I'm back. Go and tell your friends. Now, I am here at the Festival Colours Manchester, which is here in Regent Retail Park. We're going to go inside, we're going to take a look around, and I'm going to show you the beautiful art. Should we probably get our tickets out and check that we can film in there first? Combo, you are the curator of this exhibition. Talk to me about your inspirations and reasons for creating this.
Actually, the first edition was in Paris during and after the pandemic, and we was so sad to don't see my friend artists that I need to create something just to bring them and see them again. The first one in UK is in Manchester. Absolutely. And it's really matter because I really loved the city when I came, and for me doing a art show here is also an excuse to discover new artists.
And what was it like getting all of them artists involved?
The thing is that, and all the artists that are here are really fast, really talented, really quick. So someone that you see huge wall can do it in 2 days. Yeah. So it's really amazing to see and to observe. So sometimes I was here and not doing my work and looking at the artist.
And where we're sat right now, this is your area of the exhibition. So what is your inspiration behind the art that we're sat in and we're seeing right now?
Actually, I'm really loving comics. I'm really loving manga. I'm more a drawer than painters. So I like to draw, and I like to imagine that we are sitting like on and inside a cartoon.
Does it inspire you seeing all of the other artists' work here to then impact your own work? And does that influence the way that you tell stories through your art?
Actually, when we share and we stay weeks between us, we're sharing technique, we're sharing story, we're sharing life actually.
Oh, wow. I mean, I've just woken up here and I'm in a whole new world. I'm seeing the sea, I'm seeing the sun. It's all shining before me. I'm here cooking the sausages on the barbecue. Oh, it's Barry. Look at him in his full glory. I just transformed myself into a butterfly as I'm here in this next room which is from Farid Rudera. You've even got a bird, which is just eating me. I think the security camera's in here. Oh. You join me here now, in my living room. As you can see, the wife and kids are opposite, enjoying their meals. Well, often people refer to me as a Lego man, and here you can get the true comparison, as I am embracing my inner Lego brick. Yoda! I never thought I'd see the day. You see him in Star Wars, in his little hut, home alone. And now look at him. He's got a female. Suck my duck. Donald Duck, crikey. Well, behind me, you've got a really sad young girl. Carrot, 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 carrot. Now the question is, how many carrots are in this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Epidermal. What does that mean? I do not know. This looks fascinating to me, as I can create this into my own piece of art. So join me back in about 5 minutes' time when I will have created my own art piece. Am I out of frame? Ta-da! My inspiration for this piece of art. Well, once upon a time, I was a young boy living in Manchester, and I saw a woman in blue. She looked at me and she said, "Wow, you are so beautiful." And I decided to create that woman. Now, Ensemble Khil created this piece of artwork, which you can pull this way, this way, this way. What else are the ways? This way. Until you see their signature. My wife and kids have left me for this area of the tour because we're going into a really scary area that I've been told is called the UV room. Now follow me through. Did you hear that? Christ on a bike. You can make your own artwork, which I'm not going to do myself. I'm going to draw my own. Well, you know what they say, shines in the dark, especially when you shine a UV light on it. And it wasn't me, because I've only got a 2-hour slot and we've nearly finished that slot because I'm talking to... Is that the shutter? Because I've nearly finished the tour. Let's carry on the top, right? I myself was fully trained and skilled at basketball. As you can see, I'm going to score this in the net without even looking. Bum 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 bum. God save the Queen. Oh yes, because Alfredi here, this is the Queen part of the exhibition. This sign on the wall which says everyone is welcome here is truly the message behind the Colours Festival Manchester, because a multitude of different artists have all come together to put this exhibition in place. And it's here for you to see all the way until July the 2nd. So get your tickets now. I recommend it because there's details, hidden messages everywhere. Yes, I couldn't think of what to say then. And yes, I've been Ollie.
Well, that was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yes.
I need a drink after that.
Yes.
Well, yes. Non-alcoholic, I might just add.
Yes.
Listen, we've got to talk about this new series you've been putting together for us.
Okay, yes, it's been in the works for over a year now. This is People Like Us, a documentary series originally made for the show.
Yes.
Investigating the lives of 3 different young individuals. Now,
Right.
I mean, going through this, because I was presenting, investigating these lives, and I just got so invested in the stories and the passions that these people hold. Casting for this series, it's just been taken from summer last year. Took us all the way until December.
Yes, you've been busy with it.
We have. And you've been waiting, haven't you?
I've been waiting because it's actually took longer to film and produce this than anything that we've ever done on Your Manchester.
And it better be good.
So have you got a trailer for us?
I do. I brought a surprise trailer. So take a look at this. Hope you enjoy it. Many of us have hobbies. Now for some, these hobbies grow into what we call a passion, be that singing, dancing or musical theatre. These could stem from parents, family members or have just been a lifelong joy. I'm Morley Mortimer, and over the next 3 weeks I'll be investigating the lives of 3 different young individuals, all of whom have a burning passion for something within their lives. Now, I'll be learning what it is that drives them, motivates them, and ultimately how that allows them to feel free. This is people like us. I'm here tonight at the Manchester Academy.
I had a lot of things that I wanted to talk about that I never spoke about.
Basically, she doesn't know, but I'm going to FaceTime her, right? If we can be dead quiet, can we shout, "Get well soon, Ellie"?
The blood, sweat and tears that you put into that song, it all feels worth it.
I'll see you in the morning. Got a big night ahead of me, and so is Jack up there performing. God, it's a very good performer. Good night. It's exciting, isn't it?
It's not as exciting as knowing what's coming next, as we've got our second part of what?
Challenge Belinda. And I mean, even though you say it's exciting as what's coming next, you've not seen this quite physically because you were once again blindfolded for the final round.
Spent a lot of time blindfolded.
I
recently,
know, there's
haven't
something
you?
in it in there.
Yeah.
Something in the water.
Yeah.
12 minutes and 39 seconds you were blindfolded.
It's the wink harness.
For this show.
Yes, the winky carnage.
For this show.
Well, take a look at this.
Or is it Mountain Dew? Is it Mountain Dew?
That's 1 out of 3 guessed correctly. It's red pesto.
That's not pesto. Seaweed.
Belinda!
Yes, flower.
I'm back.
I love.
Well, this round, obviously, as the second round of the game, is going to be slightly harder. You will have 3 individual food mixtures that you have to face. I can reveal to you the forfeit if you don't manage to get 2 out of 3 mixtures correct. You will be facing soy sauce bread, soaked in and out deeply. And I can tell you, you're saying it's not too bad, but I can tell you from past experience, it's very bad.
The mixtures was a little bit more tricky because there's flavours that mix. The very word means mix. So you've got to separate the flavours in your mind. Whereas, that's what I do.
Now, this is 2. I can give you a hint of the same product. You've got to guess both flavours
That have been mixed in this.
of this product.
I'm trying to figure out what's in this cocktail.
Correct.
Strawberries. That's cherry Coke.
They're 2 flavours of Coca-Cola or Pepsi. 2 flavours of Pepsi. You've got to guess both flavours.
How are you supposed to pick it out? Hold on.
Have you got an aftertaste? Is there any aftertaste flavours coming in?
No.
No.
I've just got cherry Coke. Is there lemonade in there? No.
Think, what Pepsi flavours have you seen on the shelf which I could have mixed together?
Is there a vanilla one in there?
No. Do you want me to tell you the answer?
Yes.
It is lime Pepsi and cherry Pepsi
There
mixed
is
together.
no lime in that whatsoever. I still swear to this moment there was no lime within that drink whatsoever. No lime. No lime. It was just cherry. Where am I holding?
Give me a second. There we are. Hold that spoon, yeah?
That's a cucumber.
Okay.
But I'm also getting something hot in there. Is it a red pepper or a red chilli?
I can tell you the cucumber is correct.
It's a small cucumber. Or is it a cube of a cucumber?
It's the ends, the cucumber ends. What would you have that second ingredient with in your day-to-day life?
Give me the sauce again on its own. I know it.
I hope you realise this is a challenge series and I'm not going to be so nice in the future episodes, am I?
It's like pickled onions.
It's like pickled onions.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you you're wrong, which means you
no.
you are guaranteed to be facing the forfeit, but we're still going to go ahead with the final round.
Well, why? I'm facing the forfeit. French dressing. Oh, you minger. French dressing. That's like you dribble a bit of that on salt. There was loads of. Was that the sauce that I was tasting as well? That is cucumbers. Don't mind a cucumber.
Put your hand out.
A flower.
You're not going to enjoy this.
What's that?
You've got to have a big mouthful.
Is that a food item?
That is 2 food items.
That's rather nice. So it's obviously bread, isn't it? There's the bread. And that's definitely a jalapeno or a pepper.
Well, if you would have got the second product right, then you wouldn't be facing the forfeit. How could you deal with that?
Well, that's nice, that. I'll finish that off in a minute.
Oh. I even soaked it in the spicy sauce for you.
Doesn't faze me, hot stuff though.
Are you ready for the forfeits?
What is you got a shrub? Do you have to eat the whole thing?
No. I'm not going to put you through that much.
What's your problem? What? How much do I have to eat of it? Not enough?
I bet you it's more than enough.
Get it in your mouth. Come on.
No. Well, join us next week for the next round of Challenge Belinda.
Shabba. Done. I'm looking forward to seeing what next week's challenge could be. It could be very, very exciting, or it could be very, very nerve-wracking, but we shall wait and see. All I hope is that I don't have to go anywhere near red pesto ever again in my pigging life.
Get off my mat. Okay. What are you doing on it?
Sorry, I do apologise.
Now, this pose strengthens the abdominals, the glutes, and everything else in between. Get ready now. The side plank. Let me remember how to do it first.
The things they get me doing on this programme.
I can't believe you agree to it.
And the things they get me doing on this programme.
Well, speaking of which, get yourself back down that cellar.
Yes, bedtime for you.
Yes, bedtime. Good night.
Good night.
Honestly, we've got a marvellous show lined up. We've got a marvellous show lined up next week, and to say watch the second episode of Challenge Belinda is an understatement. Make sure you check out everybody. We've got loads of guests coming on. We're talking gin and other things as well. So make sure you're watching next week's episode of
Your Manchester!
I like things that go wrong. Did you get wet? It's rushing sound. I like that. Very good.